this video might get me in trouble. What's going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy Michael Wall Trades, aka Mo, and you guys saw the title of the video. Let's talk about it. So, you guys know the scene. It's been talked about to death. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, NFL Blitz. Is it coming? Is it real? Etc. etc. Well, let's put some pieces together. First and foremost, let's just say this. Y'all know me, and y'all know I don't do speculative videos without there being some evidence behind it. So let's be clear about that first and foremost. So let's line up some timelines, right? So back in December of 2021, myself and Akuma Rev did an episode of Chill and Chill podcast, right? On this episode, you know what I'm saying, we showed the dev kit with an X-Men screen and the Killer Instinct control panel with the PCB that Rev was testing on. For full disclosure, Rev has not told me anything. I have not asked Rev about anything like that. Rev knows nothing about this video. Do not give Rev any backlash. So, you know, but he had it. He was doing testing back in like November, December. And Killer Instinct came out middle of January, right? Let's put this all together now. So, the leaks. The leaks have all been true so far. The leaks that we did the video about, everybody did the videos about, the GameFly leaks, everything on that leak has come to fruition so far. Okay? Even the Collectorcades, right? But it's about to be June. And so the leaks said that Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are supposed to come out in October. With those two big releases, you would think that they would need to start beta testing fairly soon. You know, for the QA to be done or whatever else, right? Now, I know that beta testing's starting soon. You know what I mean? Like, I would assume it would be starting in the next couple weeks, you know what I mean, to get this stuff, like, you know, get all nailed down, because you can't put out a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You can't put a game out like NFL Blitz and not have the online run great. You know, if there was a time to start beta testing, now's the time. And again, look at the timeline. Look at the correlation of it. You know, people were probably beta testing and getting kits and doing whatever else, you know. I remember back in the day watching an episode of 1UP Weekly. Dave Armspiger was and I hope I'm not saying your name wrong, but, you know, he was the lead on QA, and I think he still is. And with a release like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you know, you've got to have somebody who's well-versed in fighting games. Somebody who knows all this stuff. And I'm looking at you, Justin Wong. I'm looking at you. If you guys ever want confirmation on your leaks, or if you want confirmation on information involving like fighting game stuff in Arcade1Up, look to Justin Wong. Yes, Jay Wong, I'm blaming you for this, right? So, UAG, OTG, and myself, along with like, you know, Jay whatever, did a little bit of trolling a couple months ago, you know, because Jay Wong started talking about some, oh, well, you know, he needs to go find a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to go test on and whatever else. And I'm like, why do you need to go find a real one to go test on? You know, whatever, right? And so UAG and OTG, yo, they were giving them the crap hard, right? But do some digging. And I did some digging. So originally this video was going to be about, you know, about the beta testing and what's coming up or whatever else, because it's coming. I'll bet anybody $1,000 on that. No problem, right? But this became something totally different. Justin Wong is the Phil Spencer of the Arcade1Up community. Do y'all realize how much stuff this dude has leaked and y'all don't even know it? The only reason I'm talking about it now is because it correlates with Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right? If you pay attention to Justin Wong's background during his videos, in the Daigo video, you see the Collectorcade, the Mortal Kombat Collectorcade, right? When Justin's taking pictures on Twitter, and this is all public information, you can go see all this stuff, right? And all these images will be on the screen. But you look at the picture that he's got right here, and what is that behind him? That's a Collectorcade, ladies and gents. That is a Street Fighter Collectorcade. How do we know? Because it's Street Fighter 2 champion, Super Street Fighter 2, and Ghost and Goblins. Bro, who's putting Ghost and Goblins on a Street Fighter freaking Descade like that, right? You guys don't know. Who does know? Justin Wong does a lot of QA for the fighting games. for Arcade1Up. He's very well versed in Capcom. He's Evo 1 with 37, you know. Justin Wong is that guy, right? But there's other images, like this one right here. What is that sitting on top of Killer Instinct? Remember back in the day when John D asked the community after he did the thing with AJ Styles and whatever else, he's like, yo, hey, do you guys really want a 2-player countercade, a back-to-back or whatever else, right? And I think that's what that is. This first picture doesn't look, it looks kind of small, right? But the second picture right here, you can see it a lot more clearer, a lot more in depth. And it's kind of sticking out way further than a regular countercade would freaking stick out. So there's that. So let's see. What have I confirmed so far? Let's see. We've confirmed a Street Fighter 2 Collectorcade, a back-to-back freaking countercade. What else? What other damage can Mike do today? Let's go back to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Now, for those who follow Put Your Quarters on the Glass and aren't subbed to the channel, you probably should be. If you guys are paying attention in Rev's stream, his live stream, John D mentioned that, hey, I'm going to Evo, he's getting a suite, etc., etc. Anybody who goes can come down because, you know, they've got an announcement to make it Evo. What other big announcement are you going to make at Evo? Are you going to announce Tekken? Are you going to announce a Tekken cabinet? Are you going to announce a third strike cabinet or something like that? No. You're going to Evo to announce Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Again, everything in the timeline lines up. And I'm sorry, John, like, listen, I'm not OTG, I'm not the former Sherlock Holmes, but I'm smart enough to put things together. Why else would Arcade1Up have a presence at Evo? Think about it for a little bit. So, I'm just saying, blame Justin Wong. Justin Wong put all this in motion. Alright, don't really blame Jay Wong, but the evidence is there, you know. And if I was a betting man, I would bet that within the next 2-3 weeks, beta testing is going to start for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Again, y'all know me, and y'all know I don't do speculation, you know. So, again, I know things, and I know John's going to be hot about this, and sorry, John. But, yeah, man, when you have information, I think, you know what I'm saying, you share with the people. So I say all that to say this. Save your money. Get your dollars ready. Get ready to have your mind blown. Because I'm one of those people who cannot wait to hear that announcement of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes at Evo. Because they're not gonna blow that load before during the Summer Games Fest or formerly E3 or whatever you guys want to call it. You know, NFL Blitz, that's cool. Like, let's be real, that's cool. That's cool for everybody who wants it and who wants to get it, or whatever else. I'm happy for you, right? I'm happy for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And the other cool thing about this is, right, literally, everything that's happened on the leak so far has come true. Whether it been, like, you know what I'm saying, whether you see the stuff now or you see the images that are shown or whatever else, right? All this stuff has come true. And you know what that means for me? That means that I'm getting Time Crisis. And I'm happy to get Time Crisis. So yeah, be ready. Have your wallets ready. It's going to be a really good year for Arcade1Up. But just know that those things, they are real. They're definitely real. But what do you guys think? You guys think I'm just talking trash? You guys think, oh, I'm wrong, whatever else? And anybody who says I'm wrong, I want them to take this video, and I want them to bookmark it. And I want them to know in the comments, like, yo, we're going to circle back. And all I want to hear from everybody who says I'm wrong is, Moat was right. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? Moat was right. Again, and just real quick, right? Just real quick, while we're talking about pictures and stuff, right? Let's talk about that picture that came out that was on Arcade1Up story or whatever about the Doge and, you know, whatever, the stand-up V-pin for Attack from Mars and the big version of Attack from Mars. And people are like, oh, well, that dude's sitting at a driving cabinet. No, that dude was sitting at a Dragon's Lair. You can look at it. He's clearly sitting at Dragon's Lair in a gaming chair. An office chair. Not a driver. Oh, and yeah, stand-up V-pin. Large edition of Attack from Mars. That's a thing. UAG talked about it. If you want to watch more in-depth coverage about that, go watch his live stream from yesterday. Anyway, I'm Mike Valtrage. Thank you guys for watching, and like, share, subscribe, all that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.